So welcome to the information session on benefits while you're posted OutCan in Europe. It takes a village. We are not alone. So today we have guest speakers of Joanne Thibault, who is the Senior Manager for PSP Europe. We have PO2 Sonia Lanville, who will talk about MFSI and Release IC benefits. And I'm Margaret McKenzie. I'm the Military Family Services Separation and Reunion Coordinator, and I'll share some of the benefits that are respected to that. So without further ado, over to you, Joanne.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Joanne Thibault, and I'm the Senior Manager for the Personal Support Program in Europe. Today, I will be discussing about the following program delivered by the European Fund through PSP. The European Fund and CanEx CICIP grant, the Chalet program, the Hospital Comfort for the Canadian Armed Forces family members, the support to family members when military spouse is deployed or on temporary duty, and finally, the academic program. Welcome to Europe. To know more on arrival or prior to arrival, you can consult the website CAF Connection, www.cafconnection.ca. This site will provide you almost everything you need to and everything you know about our programs in Europe. If you look at the top navigation, you will see the second tab, Program and Services. When you move your cursor over, you will see all of the program that I will be discussing today. The site is not live right now, this is just a picture. To better understand the European Fund program, I think it's important for you to know who is a member of the European Fund. I will tell you. All of the Canadian Armed Forces personnel and their dependents that are supported by Canadian Forces Support Unit Europe and under the leadership of Formation Europe. All of the Canadian Defense Attaché and the military police that are posted to Europe and their dependents. All of the cadre Canadian Forces member of the Operational Support Hub in Cologne and their dependent. All DND sponsored civilian, including the school teachers and their dependent stationed in Europe. All of the staff of non-public fund Canadian Forces employees and their dependent contracted from Canada in direct support of Canadian Forces operation in Europe. It's important for you to understand the definition of a child, a dependent child. A dependent child is defined as being less than 21 years of age and residing full-time at post with the member. This definition may soon change to be a little broader. Let's talk about the European Fund and CanEx CICIP grant. The European Fund and CanEx CICIP provide unit fund with significant grant funding. There are 8 unit funds under Formation Europe. In Brunston, in Brussels, Canadian Forces Support Unit in Europe, Naples, Norfolk, Ramstein, SHAPE, and all of the military in United Kingdom. The unit funds are responsible to provide moral welfare program to their members, programs such as travel, meals, departure gift, etc. European Fund grant is deposited twice per year in April and in September into the unit funds and is paid for each member of the European Fund. It means to every military, every spouse, every child. CanEx CICIP grant is deposited only once per year, usually in July, and is given to the unit funds for Canadian Armed Forces member only. If your family is not part of one of the 8 unit funds that I named, you are considered a non-unit fund member, or a NUF. Your family can spend the equivalent of the European Fund and the CanEx CICIP grants. You will be reimbursed for your own choice of moral welfare activities on reception of your receipt. Activities can be travel activities, gymnasium membership for family members, sports activity for children, meals, etc. Let me give you an example for this year. In 2017 and 2018, a family of 4, with one member being a military member, is entitled to a total European Fund grant of 350 euros times 4, which is 1,400 euros, plus 72.80 euro for the CAN excessive grant, for a grand total of 1,472 euro and 80 cents. Note that these amounts may vary from year to year. I'm going to talk to you about the Chalet program now. The European Fund Chalet program offers members of the European Fund accommodation option in various parts of Europe at 40% subsidy by European Fund. You, the member, pays 60% of the chalet, and European Fund pays 40% of the chalet. Whether you decide to stay put, to relax, explore the neighborhood, or venture a little further, this program will allow you to stay in a chalet, an apartment, or a villa located in a very interesting region of Europe. All accommodation are fully furnished and very well equipped. The chalet program also offers full flex getaway 250 euros voucher. This part of the program provides European Fund members the flexibility to choose their holiday destination at a time that is convenient for them. Those vouchers can only be used for accommodation. All European Fund members are eligible to apply to the chalet program, but only one member per family. Note that the 250 euros is for 17-18, and this amount can vary from year to year. There are 2 seasons in the chalet program, the summer and the winter season. Chalet weeks, as well as full flex vouchers, are allotted in the form of a lottery, a big draw. To participate in the European Fund Chalet program, members must send their electronic application form through the website. The information regarding the process will be sent in February for the summer program and in September for the winter program. Let's discuss about the hospital comfort for family members. European Fund members, family members who are hospitalized in excess of 48 hours are entitled to a maximum of 10 euros without receipt per day of hospitalization towards amenities, and up to a maximum of 300 euros per case. The following is a list of types of items that would qualify under this benefit: newspaper, magazines, books, DVDs, electronic games, snacks, beverage, toiletries, calling card, and small toys for children, or, something like a little car, a little doll, small items. Hospitalized European Fund family member may also be reimbursed for basic TV, telephone, and internet services, but those require receipt. Parking expenses can be claimed up to 50 euros per month with receipt. And for long-term cares, loan items such as DVD players or laptop can be considered. Receipt must be submitted in order to claim this reimbursement. Let me give you an example of this. Mrs. X is hospitalized 4 days to have her baby, but her baby is hospitalized 7 days in total. So Mrs. X can ask us to reimburse her for 110 euros, 11 days altogether, without any receipt. Now let's discuss the support to family members when the military spouse is deployed or on temporary duty. EF members whose military spouse are away on deployment or on temporary duty for at least 30 consecutive days are entitled to an amount not exceeding 100 euros per month for wellness items and services. This financial benefit is cumulative for each month the European Fund military member is away. If the member is gone for 6 months, the spouse can have 6 times 100, 600 euros. The following list is not limited, but includes and provides a varied sampling of types of items and services that would qualify under this benefit. It can be childcare, wellness services such as spa treatment, hairstyling, manicure, pedicure, massages, restaurant meals, movie pass, etc. This benefit requires receipts to be reimbursed. And finally, the academic scholarship. The European Fund Academic Program recognizes the academic accomplishment of students graduating from high school who are dependent of European Fund members, and to encourage students to continue towards post-secondary duties, studies. The European Fund annually allocates a sum of euros in support of the European Fund Academic Program. All students that are accepted in attending a recognized post-secondary institution, such as a trade school, a college, university, will receive 500 euros. The eligibility criteria are as follows. Be a dependent of a member of the European Fund, as per the definition we discussed earlier. But the student does not have to be a European Fund member. Be in full-time attendance and in their graduation year of high school, and be accepted to full-time study at any recognized post-secondary level institution the September following graduation from high school. This was all of the program I wanted to present to you. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Joanne. And if you have any questions for Joanne Thibault, here's her contact information, as well as the CAF Connection website that she spoke about. It has all the information of different programs that are available. So please feel free to contact Joanne Thibault if you have any more questions about the PSP benefits. Wonderful. So now we are going to meet with Sonia Lanneville, and she's going to talk about compassionate travel assistance. Sonia?
Yes, hello. My name is Piotu Sonia Lanneville, and I work at CFSUE Orderly Room in the MFSI section. And the MFSI is Military Foreign Service instructions, and we deal with several benefits, including VTA, and the one that I'm going to talk to you about today is the CTA. So CTA stands for Compassionate Travel Assistance. CTA is designed to compensate a member at a post for transportation and traveling costs arising from the serious illness, injury, or death to a parent, sibling, or child of the member or the member's spouse. It can also be a travel to assist the parent of the member or spouse through a major life event, such as moving into an elderly care facility. Okay, so in order to proceed on the compassionate travel assistance travel, the compassionate leave pass must be approved before you proceed on CTA. It's approved through the unit CO. Compassionate leave approval does not mean you're entitled to compassionate travel benefits. So concurrent to processing the leave pass, member must seek approval for CTA benefit through their chain of command, normally by email to CFSUE admin O, or after hours, the CFSUE duty officer. An approval must be received before the travel is booked. So entitlements for flights, most economical airfare booked by the member, and no entitlements to first class or business class. Travel to and from the airport, both in Europe and Canada, by private vehicle or taxi, no entitlement for rental car. And also an option of up to 5 nights in a hotel at the location where the family member is critically ill, or at the place of interment or memorial service. Personnel eligible to travel in the event. Critical illness, injury, death of a parent or child. So the member and the spouse plus any minor child obliged to travel. For a critical illness, injury, death of a sibling, the member or the spouse may travel depending on whose sibling the situation is due to. So to complete their claim, the member must provide the following when they return: an approved compassionate leave pass and the CO's approval for the CTA. All receipts, including flights, taxi, hotel, death certificate or signed letter from the doctor indicating the critical nature of the illness, injury, and then the member's or the spouse immediate presence is required. And also we need a brief itinerary to complete the claim. And this concludes my presentation. And I thank you for your time. If you have any questions, I'm available to answer any questions.
Wonderful. Thank you, PO Sonia Lanville. So if there are any questions on anything that Sonia spoke about, this is her connection, her email. Please feel free to send her a note. One question I have for you, Sonia, is how
Yes.
quick is the turnaround?
It could be, I've seen as quick as 10 to 15 minutes. We get details from the member or their chain of command to our section, and then we forward the email with the entitled urgent compassionate travel assistance for your approval. And then, like I say, I've seen it as fast as 10, 15 minutes.
Fantastic.
So the member can move on with their travel booking, flight bookings and all that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for this information.
You're welcome.